Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Fusele puzzle. This is Wordle, but the rules change on every row. So for example, on the top row, I'm not allowed to use 6 random letters. These are the ones highlighted in red. When you get that on the first row, it's not so much of a hardship, because it's easy to think of alternative words. When you get it on the third row, and you know the answer, and it uses some of those letters, then it can be a bit annoying. But it is what it is. In this puzzle, you can see the third row, we have to use the R and the S, if we get down that far. So I'm actually going to avoid using the R and the S on the first 2 guesses, but we'll see where we end up. Let's just hope on the top row we don't draw a blank. Oh, we've got a green N. That's pretty good as a starting point. Now, 1 tile in a row is a lie. Okay, so let's... I was about to do something that ended in a K, that would have been careless. Let's just go for count instead. Okay, so 1 tile in a row is a lie. Is it the T? Do we just need to ignore all 4 of these letters? Or maybe we do actually have a C, O or U as well as the N and the T. Who knows? I think to start with I'm going to assume that the T is lying and it just shouldn't be in the word. Now, on this row we have to use the R and the S as we've said. I guess I probably shouldn't have used the O because then I could have tested ions. What is a sensible thing to try? I don't have to use the N in the 4th position, of course, because it's very unlikely that I'm going to get the answer right on this guess, one way or another. I probably should try the I and the E, because those are the 2 remaining vowels, aren't they? So let's try tries, because then we'll know for sure whether the T was lying. Oh, that's incredibly helpful. We do have a T. It might still be lying because maybe it was supposed to be green rather than yellow. Because if it's not supposed to be green, then it has to be second. So it'll be S-T-I-N. And then the last letter is either another T, in which case it was lying after all, or it's a G, in which case nothing is lying in this row. So I think it has to be last. Anyway, what's the rule? Blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. Doesn't actually matter if I get it right on this guess. I think stint is quite likely because I'm struggling to think of other options. And it is correct, so it was lying, but not for the reason I expected. I always get tripped up with that rule. But we overcame it. Not a complete disaster today, that's a pretty decent attempt. Always happy. It was a 4, wasn't it? Yeah, 4 is always good. That is Fusele. Thank you for watching and bye for now.